right, Trey Kaufman-Renn, Camden Heide, and Braden Smith. Casey, go ahead.
Braden, obviously, the win makes it sweeter, but any thoughts about being, the leader in assists at Purdue all time?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously an honor, but at the end of the day, like, I'm surrounded by such great players, and it makes my job so much easier. I mean, I just thank them and thank all the people that I played with, because I wouldn't be here without them. Because guys that can't shoot the ball, I mean, obviously I'm not gonna get those assists, so they continue to put work in every single day, and like I said, it just makes my job so much easier. So I want to thank all my teammates. So.
Trey, this is still a 3-point game with under 6 minutes to play. Cam missed a 3, and Braden got an offensive rebound down along the baseline. Do you remember that play? How much did that play, or just some little plays like that, change the momentum of this game?
Well, I think Braden, specifically, whether it's that play or the side out of bounds into a post up and Braden came with the steal. He's done it all year. Those big time plays, that's what he's a winner, and he makes when he plays, so it's expected at this point.
Right.
Cam, it seemed like you got every rebound in the final 10 minutes of the game. What kind of scrap did not only you but everybody kind of play with in that second half?
I would say I was just being soft in the first half, honestly. I had a few opportunities to get rebounds, and honestly, I just didn't do it. And that was the emphasis at halftime. I believe it was 20-10 on the rebounds, and they had 10 offensive rebounds, which was the same amount that we had. So it was a big emphasis going into the second half, and there's no reason why we can't do that, quite often.
Trey, you took a lot of the responsibility for what happened Sunday, and then you said you called the players only meeting. When this game was dicey, I think you had 6 straight points that started a 12-0 run. How big was that for you to, coming off the worst game of the season, really carry this team through that pivotal moment when this team had to have a win?
To be honest, I don't know. I didn't really think of it that way. I was just happy that, I felt like we had a great couple days of practice. We had a lot of energy going into the game, and we were connected the whole game. And so I'm happy to be a part of a team that responded, obviously to the meeting, but to the losses that we had. So I think it really shows our competitive drive and mental toughness to come back from that. Because UCLA is a really good team. They have one of the best coaches in the country. They're tough, they rebound, they play really hard. So it's a big win for us.
Braden, saw you guys take what seemed to be an extra huddle after they called a timeout, about 5 left. What were you guys saying in there?
Yeah, no, I think we're just trying to emphasize getting together. It's more just talking, getting on the same page, making sure we're, just got our matchups the right way, what we're doing on ball screens, what we're doing in the post, the certain matchups, all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, kind of what Trey says, just how we respond. We're talking to each other, having confidence and positive energy. So having that and trying to do that a lot, I think I got away from that, and I think I didn't do a great job of being that leader for these guys. So I'm trying to emphasize that because I think it brings us all in as a collective, and we get our mind right and put that defensive possession or offensive possession.
Trey, when you drill down on the rebounding, you flipped it in the second half, but the importance of getting offensive rebounds, turning them into points, how much did that kind of fuel you guys there?
I think offensive rebounds are, it's so big. When we shoot as well as we do, and just get another, obviously second chance to do that. That was one of our biggest focuses last year. I personally think offensive rebounds are one of the, best stat or best things you could do in a game. So the fact that we could dial that in, and the fact that Cam could come in and get 9 second half rebounds, that's incredible. And so again, I'm happy for the team.
Hey Braden, talk about your all-time leader assists. Talk about the assistant coaches that work with you and the work that they put in to help you be the best.
Yeah, no, it's why I came here, and I knew what I was getting from that first Zoom that I had with them. So I think just having PJ there, he played here, he's a point guard, he's been in my position, so he understands like our offense and everything, so it just helps me. And having someone with that experience, who wouldn't listen to him, right? Like, he's done it, and he's won at such a high level. So just listening to those guys, and then like I said earlier, just being paired with such great teammates. really just makes my job so much easier.
And you said that you felt like you played soft in the first half. Just wondering if the talk about accountability and things like that were going on around the program this week, do you think that affected you at all tonight and how you responded to that?
I would say, I think it kind of affected everybody. I feel like a lot of it's just attention to detail. There's certain things like, going to hit your guy and going to get the ball. Big guys boxing out, guards coming in, there's so many small details that, we emphasize every week in practice. So I definitely think, having this week to, really have a few practices that focus on the details. And, that was some, especially at halftime, like I had to be better. I had to take accountability for stuff and, do the best that I can to help the team win.
Casey, go ahead.
Braden, just, it's not a new thing here at Purdue, but just Trey's ability to go get a bucket in the post. What does that do for you guys, especially when it's a back and forth game like early in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, we trust him with the ball. That's why he has it in those types of, or points of the game, because, I mean, he put so much work in, put so much time in, and we trust everybody to go make a play. And I think with him, I mean, no one can guard him unless they double. So why not give him the ball and go work? And then if they double, then we got shooters out there that are going to make shots. And like I said, I mean, he's just unbelievable and just put in so much work and time.
Israel.
Braden, Coach Painter talks about like you're scoring a lot and how aggressive you are a lot, sometimes as if it's kind of an on-off switch for you, and it obviously isn't. So I mean, what does go into a night like tonight when you're attacking, you get layups, step back threes, all that, what goes into that versus, when less high scoring?
Yeah, it's just reading what the defense gives. Obviously, every team plays defense differently, so just understanding what their objective is. They switched a lot, so I was able to kind of go create either for myself, or if they double team or whatever the case is, collapse, then I have shooters out, and it happened a couple times. So it's really just game to game, and like PJ always tells me, like, do whatever they give you. So like whether they double team me and trap, get the ball out of my hands, give it to Trey on the short roll, then he's gonna go make a play. Then it's a 4v3. So if that's the case, then we'll take that, and we trust everybody with the ball to make that play.
Sam and then Ryan, last two.
Cam, you heard Braden talking about having to be a leader. I wanted to ask about Trey as a leader, especially you now having to work with these post guys sometimes. He's the guy who's played the most minutes out of all of you. How has he really looked at this group and been that go-to leader for the guys in the paint?
I would just say he just kind of makes sure everyone's connected. Kind of like you talked about with that players only meeting and stuff. Kind of organizing that. He's always super focused in practice. Outside of practice, he's always thinking basketball. So it obviously helps to have someone like that always thinking about basketball, and always thinking about how we can get better, and always thinking about the team. So when you're surrounded like that, good things are going to come from that.
Ryan, last one.
Braden, just when you look at the combination of the last 10 minutes of the first half and the first 10 minutes of the second, a lot of the same stuff was happening. They kind of made a run in the first half. They were shooting like 75% of those first 10 minutes. How important was it for this team's psyche, for those things to repeat themselves, for you guys to beat it back?
Yeah, I mean, I say it all the time, it's the game of basketball. It happens when you play a good team. They obviously have good players that can go make plays and go on runs, and we got to figure it out defensively, and that's when we talked about the huddling and talking and just trying to get everybody on the same page, because we got to get one stop, and then once we get one stop, then we try to get two, and then we get three, and then we score on the other end, and it just piles up at the end. So I think it's just our job to just try to focus on that from the start and keep our composure through the ups and downs.
Cool. Thank you, guys.